So Alf, great to have you back. Obviously recovering from your injury after the Shrewsbury game. How good was it to get those sort of 45 minutes under your belt against Ipswich Town?
Yeah, it was nice. When you get injured, it's not a good thing, and from scoring against Shrewsbury, probably feeling back to the best that I've felt. So it's frustrating, but we sort of, these things happen in football, and you sort of to start doing your rehab straight away after the scan, and hopefully get back as soon as you can. And lucky enough, with the physio, Gav and Jimbo, they've really pushed me on, and sort of probably, you look at it, probably about four weeks ahead of schedule. We had a plan at the start of what game I wanted to be back for, and it was started slowly changing sort of towards the end of the rehab, and just started feeling really good to sort of give the go ahead, see the specialist, and he was like happy for me to sort of get back on the Friday, and I was in the squad for the FA Cup game, which was probably a strange one because I'm not trained and things like that, but it was just good to sort of be back in the matchday squad and be around the lads.
Yeah, certainly. Was that just due to your, obviously you mentioned Gav and James about sort of their hard work getting you fully fit back to your best, but was that also a lot down to your determination? You just wanted to, you're in a really good spell of form, in your career right now. I guess, was it just urging, wanting to get back to being on the pitch really?
Yeah, it's the first sort of probably worst injury that I've had in my career, and it sort of hit me because I didn't want to be injured. I don't like being injured, and I play through a lot of things. Gav probably knows that he could rely on me to play through anything. If Gav was trying to stop me to not play, I'd probably not listen and just play. But yeah, they've really pushed me on in the rehab, and sort of done a lot of gym work, and it's been good. And yeah, when you see the lads out there training, you want to be out there with them and enjoying getting sort of the banter and things like that you miss as an injured player. So you want to be back as quick as possible.
Yeah, of course, and it was obviously a disappointing loss in the FA Cup on Saturday. But how sort of keen is everyone? How have the lads been in training to sort of bounce back? And it's going to be a difficult challenge against Ipswich. But what's everyone been like in training so far?
Yeah, we know Saturday wasn't good enough, and I said it after the game Saturday that, listen, FA Cup is a competition where every team is the same. It's why it's one of the best cups you want to be playing in, and we understand the frustration from the fans, but they deserved it. And sort of what I was saying after was, let's not sort of dwell on it. They deserve to celebrate. They was the better team. They beat us, and yeah, we have to sort of put it right again Saturday. We go to probably one of the best teams in the league, and we need to sort of put our foot down and really put a good performance in, and hopefully get a result. And that's what we got to do. We got to all stick together, and it's important that we all do that as a club. And this is the one thing that this club is. It does stick together, and we need the fans, and we want to try and give the fans 3 points Saturday, and that's the most important thing.
Of course, 4 points clear of the relegation so far. We've still got a game in hand on most teams as well. I think we're only 2 points off where we were last season, at that stage. So it's difficult to compare season on season. The gaffer has said this season he thinks it's slightly tougher. But how do you think overall, looking since we first played our game against, end of July, how do you think the team have sort of done so far in this campaign?
Yeah, we've got a lot of new players. It's not just going to happen overnight. We know that, like I say, you get injuries as well as new players. It's not a good thing that you lose players. We lost obviously Dan a couple of games, and he's a big player for the team and what he brings to the team. So yeah, listen, it's a tough league. It's very hard. You look at the teams in it, and you look at some of the players that play in this league. it's a tough league, and we know what it takes to sort of stay in this league. We done it last year, and there shouldn't be. We're not frightened of anything. That's the one thing that we don't go to teams and think, oh, it's this team, and then we just crack on, and it's all about sticking together, and you pick up a couple of results, and it puts you sort of back in the mix with the mid-table. And it's important that, like I say, we stick together, and we start chalking off and picking up some results.